Hello, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com. And wow, I'm going through some exciting times. My phone crashed and it wouldn't take a charge and it just died off. And um, now I'm trying to figure out what am I supposed to do now. And I'm, uh, I've got Visible and it works really well for uploading videos. But like I say, the bad thing with Visible is they do things on chat and stuff like that. And because of my dyslexia, I'm not good on reading. So I like calling people, and I don't have no way to call them. And they need a phone to call back on. My phone's not working, so I'm trying to get that worked out now. And but anyway, what I was thinking is people have different desires, and one of the things it was funny. My cousin and I, we talk a lot, and he was telling me, he says, "Don't you get frustrated when you're preaching? You're telling people what to do." And I said, "Well, the first thing is I don't like telling anybody what to do. Uh, what you mainly hear is what I do. And if any of that applies to your life, then good, you can do something with it." And uh, with that, I thought I would talk a little bit about how I really don't function with money. Um I'm really in a difficult situation now because I'm in the city, and my cousin's life, everything revolves around money, and so he has a hard time understanding the stuff that I do and how I can do all this stuff with no money, and so it made it more apparent. And this funny thing is, he when we went to Miami, Florida, he saw me using gold and silver, and it doesn't, because his focus is on money. He doesn't understand how the gold and silver works, but he sees it. He sees me getting things done using gold and silver because I don't use it as money. Like I say, I give it away. And what I've learned is people like gifts. And what I've also learned is a lot of people don't know much about gold and silver. And so when I'm giving it, I'm explaining how it works and what it, the value and all this kind of stuff. But the the value is a lot more than dollars and cents. And this is what I think everybody tries to look at gold and silver as money. And because I don't, I try to use any excess money I have to buy more gold and silver to give it away. And this is um, something that's difficult, I think, for most people, and people that their lives are based around money. They have a hard time understanding the value. And that's why I do really well with successful people. And when I say successful, they have enough money already. And so then when I'm giving them gold and silver, whoa, what's that? You know, how does this work? And because, like I say, I pay rent um, using gold and silver, um, and I don't give them. They want $1,000 a month. You're not going to get $1,000 a month from me, but you're going to get a lot of gold and silver. And but it only works when with successful people. In other words, people that already have money. And one thing that I've learned is people that don't have money, that's because they don't know how to use it and they spend it all. And so that's why they always need more money. Look and see, and you'll see people that, if you gave them $20, they're going to spend it. They don't know what to do with it other than spend it. They think money is for spending. And uh, that's okay. Okay, when we were down there, he couldn't understand. He was went to a concert, or not a concert. Uh, oh, a big meeting and a convention. Yeah, and for me, I went all over the place, but I never went to all the places that, wow, you got to go see this, you got to go see that. Okay, well, these places you got to go see, they all cost a lot of money. They're all nowhere where I'm at, you know. So, so it's going to cost me a lot of money to get there. Then I got to get back, and then I got to eat, and you know, like going to Vegas or going to Miami, you need a room. All this stuff costs money. And, I'm not a rich man. And, and I don't look at things with money. Now, I've got to consider money because I need money to buy gas and, travel expenses and stuff like that. But not all travel expenses are taken care of by money in my world. And like I say, the main thing that I do is the Hoi Chi. So if I can help people improve their lives, that means a lot. And they've been spending a lot of money on it. It hasn't done them any good. Their health keeps deteriorating. And so that's why when I start doing the Hoi Chi, now they understand more about what's going on and they can do something. And they appreciate that. And like I say, when people appreciate things, they do things. Uh, Sometimes, most of the time, because they think money, they just give you money. And I'll take money because, like I say, I got traveling expenses. But also, it's not, I don't really, I hate to say I don't need money because I need money to travel. But like I say, there's a lot of times, they'll, you know, feed me, Uh, okay, like when I went to China. And when I went to China, the government, they lost me and they couldn't figure out where I went and, how that works because they're about money. And so, so you need to catch a train or a plane or catch a bus or do something to go somewhere. I didn't. And so, and over there, you have to, they take down your name. They know where you're going. They know when you get a hotel room, you sign all the stuff to show you got the hotel room. And so, but they lost me. They couldn't find out, well, where did he go? And that's why I say they found me in Tibet. And uh, then when they found me, they said, you know, how'd you get here? Uh, you don't speak the language. How do you find food? Where do you sleep? How did you get here? Because they know I didn't take any kind of public transportation. And well, I'm not going to tell them all this kind of stuff because I don't know the the laws and stuff like that. So maybe people got in trouble, if they were giving me a ride or letting me stay someplace or something like that. So a lot of times I don't give them. Well, I don't. I never give them the information like that. But like I say, the people that I'm with, they enjoy watching what I do. And then when I can get around people that can understand a little bit what I say, then they really enjoy the stories that I talk about. And it's just there's things like that I think people overlook on how to get things done. And this is something that I'm, and I don't, I tell stories, even on videos, I tell stories about stuff. And, but I don't tell you, well, I gave him some gold for doing this and some silver for doing this. I don't tell you all that kind of stuff because, it doesn't mean anything to you. Why? Because most people don't even have any gold and silver. And if they do, they got stuff because somebody told them to get this. And so, you don't really know what it is I'm doing. And, but that's how I'm able to get things done and go places, do things, and stuff like that. But now, well, I will admit, here in the United States, it's different. And that's what I'm learning is how to get things done here in the United States using gold and silver to people that don't have money and uh, see because they put a dollar value on things, so that's how they figure out what something is worth until they get around me, and then they find out, well, it doesn't make any difference. And but anyway, I'll be talking more about this in the future because it's something that it's valuable information, real valuable. And then when you see me giving this stuff away, and then I'll tell you if I'm with you, and we're going places, and you see me giving this stuff away, then wow, and then you see the reaction of the people that I'm doing this with, and then you ask me questions, and then I can answer these questions. They mean something to you at that time. But making a video about it, it's hard for people to really understand the value of giving. This is Mike, NoStressMike.com.